Trees all shake and quiver and quake as he robs them of their gold. The autumn wind is a raider, pillaging just for fun. He'll knock you round and upside down and laugh when he's conquered and won.
And I approve this message.
Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Just win, baby, win, baby, win, baby. We are the Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders. Just win, baby, win, baby, win, baby. Don't need no invitation. We are that Raider Nation. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still committed. So if you want a piece of this, you can come and get it. Touchdown, touchdown. Let's throw a bomb on first down. Let's throw a bomb on every down. First we score, then we clown. Having fun, look around. Nobody loud as a Raider crowd. Nobody proud as a Raider crowd. NFL, how you like me now? We gon' do this open style. Nothing but action. I'm Bo Jackson, hit the hole. Run you over, goal line. Jumping over, going crazy. Lose your soul, lose your mind in the black hole. Here's the goal, Super Bowl. And everybody here, get to go. Don't need no invitation. No. We are that Raider Nation. Yeah. We rock that black and silver. We make them shake and shiver. We make them reconsider. And we still committed. So if you want a piece of this, you can come and get it. Oakland Raiders.
Raiders! What is up? What is up, Raider Nation? What up, big dog?
What up? What up? What's up, Dougie? How we doing?
Good, good, good. I see you rocking the Irish hat today.
Oh, I have to, dog. I have to. What was that? 11 and 1?
11 and 1.
11 and 1, dog.
We're probably gonna have to do like some special college show because I'm not understanding how we can be the number 3 team in the nation and then still be the 5th or 6th seed.
the fifth seed and shit.
Right, but hey, I guess conferences matter, right? But
I guess they do now.
But when you're a biggest school as Notre Dame, you don't need to be part of a conference, bro.
Yeah,
you make your own money. You generate.
I think they're doing it to try to kind of force them to go into a conference.
Right? Remember that's what they did to the basketball team.
Yeah. Well,
our other sports are in the ACC, right?
I think everything is in the ACC with the exception of hockey. Hockey's still in the Big Ten, I think.
Are they? Yeah.
Yeah. So hockey's in the Big Ten. Everything else is ACC.
Yeah.
Well, I had to. You know what I mean? I had to because we beat SC this weekend. So
let's check in with the chat. What up? What up? Sacktown Raider Mike. Sup, Leo? He's like, how about that USC Notre Dame game, bro? I was right there front row.
You went to the game, so
yeah, I went to the game. Yeah.
So that was
I got to see the 2 pick sixes, bro. That was pretty dope. Yeah.
I was watching it and I saw the first pick six. That's it. That's game. I was sitting there, that's game. And then I went to the bathroom, came back, and they were already heading down the field. I was like, damn, this was moving fast. I was like, there. And then I got the other pick six. I was like, there you go. That's it. Okay,
New England Raider. What up, Jeff? Salute Nation. Our boy Jay, just Raiders, baby. Salute.
Yes, sir.
What's going on with y'all? What's going on? Yeah, we sure as hell crushed SC. SoCal, orale, you don't have to rub it in with that ND hat.
I had to, SoCal. I had to, sorry.
And then, of course, on 6 is over here wiping his tears. What up, Leo? Cam Ward. It's all about the U.
Yeah, I saw the little. What do you say? You chose violence?
Yeah, I chose violence, bro, because the U is basura. I'll always be a rivalry, bro. I would never cheer for that team.
Oh, I know. And I would expect the same from him. So.
Oh yeah, come on now. Yeah. I would never expect them to cheer. It's like with Chris, he's a Michigan fan. He can never cheer for my team.
Yeah. But they helped this weekend though.
Yeah, there was a lot of upsets, right? Michigan beat Ohio State. USC put more up of a fight than I thought they were going to. All aside.
But that's always a good one.
That quarterback, bro, he's good.
Who the what's his name?
What is it? How do you say his last name?
I don't even know. Mayamawa, something like that.
Yeah, something like
I don't know his name.
Bro, that kid was out there slinging. He needs to hit the transfer portal.
Yeah. Well, I know Miller Moss is hitting the transfer portal. Because once he lost all those games, they decided to go with the kid. So he's out. He's like, it's time to bounce.
It's funny how our teams are kind of kind of similar. No quarterback,
That's the only thing that's going to be horrible when we hit. Depending on how it's funny because depending on how you land, based on how obviously how this weekend's games go.
Yeah,
we could be the fifth or sixth, and then in the second round, and then play the first game at home. And if we win that, you could your second game. You got to travel, but it could be at like Boise State. You're like, I'll take that,
bro. I would go to Boise. I would travel up to Idaho.
I was like, I'll take a Boise
north,
State game.
Right?
Yeah,
all we got to do is go north.
Yeah. To Idaho.
Damn, now I'm hoping Boise State makes it. Jesus.
Yeah, so you could travel. You could travel up to Boise State.
Yeah, bro.
Who's the other one that's in there? I think that would be the one because the way we would fall in would be probably no higher than fifth, no lower than sixth.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Boise and SMU. If Boise and SMU went out, we could end up at SMU. We could end up at Boise, depending.
SMU's in Texas, right?
Yeah. So depending on,
I don't know about going to a bowl game in Texas. We might not be very welcome.
Anywhere in the South.
We might have to use that restroom that says other.
That's true.
Oh man, crazy Black Friday game, bro. I cannot believe it. I can't. It was wild.
Typical Raider game.
Yeah.
You lose to all the teams that you're not supposed to, and the team that you're supposed to get smashed on, you almost beat.
Right, we get blown out by Carolina. And
it's funny because I think last week we were on here, I said we would win 20-17 or something like that.
You did.
I said 2017, and we win it in the last second field goal. And I was like, oh my god, we were about to win it in the last second field goal.
Yeah, I think I said 23-20, something like that. Yeah. It was close.
It was close. Yeah. It was close. They looked pretty good out there, actually. They looked a little good.
Are you ready to get that Tecmo work sometimes? I'll check it out. No, I've been busy with work today and stuff. I just got back. But it's because they got my new laptop full, so I can finally start using my own. And, I'm gonna start gaming those old retro games. Play some Tecmo Balls, NBA Jam. Fool. I'll shoot you the website, dog, so we can check it out.
Oh yeah, my cousin was telling me about that. My cousin's been out here the last couple of weeks, and he was like, "Yeah, he was on his laptop. He was playing. I was like, what are you doing?" He was like,
"Yeah,
I'm playing." It was like a Nintendo 64 game or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, okay."
I'm hoping to get one of those. They have like a Fire Stick emulator you plug to your TV, and it's got those games. I'm hoping to get one of those, bro. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me know. Let me know. We'll check that out.
Yeah, let me know. I'll check it out, bro, so we can walk through it, and then maybe we could stream on here and play some of those games. Especially now that I'm gonna have my work one. I got the right size memory. I didn't go cheaper this time.
You got the good size of RAM.
Yeah. I got the good size RAM and then enough memory so I could run my Photoshop and stuff like that. So
that's always the biggest
thing.
I
think is RAM, because we deserve better.
We deserve better.
I will say this: as crazy as that game was, I was cool with it. I wasn't mad that we lost. Maybe if we were like in the running for the playoffs or something like that, I would have been furious.
Mm-hmm.
And not that I wanted us to lose, but it was glad to see us play that hard with all the drama from his presser. The week,
when he say we were the best team against the worst team.
Yes.
I was laughing. I was like, well, it's funny because when I heard it before. Not, I want to say before anybody, but before I started hearing anybody complain about it or people talk about it.
Before you heard the complaint, how did you take it?
I heard it. I just smirked and laughed. I was like, well, he ain't lying.
But did you take it as him talking shit about his team, Or him just saying like that's the narrative. They're the best team and we're the worst.
No. You know what? As and it's funny because people look at it differently because you're thinking as a coach, you don't want to say that, but I mean, you think these guys aren't hearing everybody say, "Oh, we're sorry," "Oh, we suck," or "We're the worst team ever," or whatever's, or even get rid of AP, fire this, get rid of this.
John, 8 in a row.
I was like, when he said that, I was like, he's not lying. I was like, I'm not gonna lie. I was like, well, he ain't lying. I'm not gonna lie. He's not lying. Like, we're sorry.
Right? He's not.
I was like, and one thing you said when you said it, was like, we're old school. And when we're old school, we're used to being like, hey man, coaches back most of us should know. Coaches back in the days when we played, we're like, man, you sorry.
Right. I can just hear my coach yelling my name, bro. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
You know what one word that always used to this day I'll use it and it stick when they would send you out to run and there was you would lag it and they'd be like, come on, molasses. And they
molasses.
Man, that word has stuck with me for such a long time because it was just funny to me. It was just funny to me hearing the word molasses out there.
Oh my god!
You know what I mean? But he's an old school coach, and that's what we liked about him last year.
Right?
Is that he was an old school? He was an old school guy, so we liked that about him from last year. So I was kind of like, and now we're worried about you don't say that to your team. If your team sucks, your team sucks. That's like that coach with the play. What was that one coach? Playoffs.
What did you say?
You talking about?
We weren't
lying. He wasn't lying. You know what I mean? I mean,
whatever.
You sorry? You sorry? You said you said.
Bro, he wasn't. Mm-hmm.
So. I mean, they played good. Something, and it's funny because people all they hear is like best team against the worst team, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he did say in that same presser, let's change the narrative.
Thank you. Right?
He did say let's change that narrative. He didn't just say, okay, we suck.
Right.
He's like, we got to go back. It's the worst team in football against the best team in football.
Yeah.
Well, let's go out there and change that narrative. That's
so
what he said.
Funny,
I was like, when you say it wasn't like he was just saying, no, we saw we're gonna lose, or no, he said, okay, based off record and based off where you're standing, we are the number 2 pick right now.
Yep.
And they're obviously, one of the top teams.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't necessarily wrong. You know what I mean? He was right.
Yeah. He was right. He was hella right, bro.
Yeah, he was on point. So it's like,
yeah.
So that's why I don't know.
To me how. I guess it's just different. Maybe we are older. We're different. Our generation, Yeah. But to me, I didn't see nothing bad with it. It was just funny to hear people say like, "Oh, wait till the team comes out on Friday, see if they're gonna play for him." Well, that looked like a team that played for him on Friday.
It sparked something. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely sparked something, bro. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They
played really well. The game overall.
I like the game. So what is that? That was a face on, whatever his name is. Mm-hmm. He was on the tear that day. I was like, man, get him. The whole time he came, get him, because he kept doing that whole it was the same move every single time, but it worked because the offensive lineman couldn't figure out the fact that he would just swipe his hands and just go around him.
Yeah, man, they were getting to Mahomes. That dude was frustrated, dog.
Is that me?
That's you. Dice el gato. Mm-hmm.
I said, okay, let me get that.
Yeah, that dude was frustrated, man. He looked pissed. He was not happy.
Yeah, no, and it was funny because it was. I was watching, like, you see him get to the quarterback, and then they show the replay.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, nice. They show it again later on. And it was the same move. He would just get there and he would just swipe the guy's hands. It was like the other guy wasn't catching on the fact that he was just swiping his hands, and that's it.
Yeah, we were getting to him, bro. And it wasn't just Max, it was overall
everybody.
The whole defense just played good,
Yeah, it was a good overall group game, like defensive game.
Alfredo, welcome, brother. Welcome. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a good game. And I was sitting there, I was liking it. It was one of those games I was enjoying the game.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you watch the game, you're like, man,
I was, but I'm not gonna lie and tell you that I wasn't pissed every time Carlson missed.
Oh yeah,
and that was like my $500 bet aside. Fucking asshole. 6-player parlay, dude. He's the only one that missed, John, and he needed to hit 1.5. 1.5 field goals, bro.
Oh, he missed 3.
Yeah. No,
Did he make one? He only hit one, huh?
He only hit 1. He needed 1.5.
All
he needed to do was hit 2.
That was Vegas at his best, though.
Yeah, right.
Make sure that food doesn't make any more.
Right, man. Mm-hmm. He said, "I played."
Yeah, they played really good. They played really good, and it sucks because if you make those field goals, you know, I don't want to say you win because a lot of at the time they happen, a lot of things can change.
Mm-hmm.
But you were in the game the whole time. You were in the whole time. That fumble at the very end hurts.
But does it really make you think? When people talk about the NFL being rigged and fixed and Vegas called, or when was the last time Carlson missed that many field goals in a game, bro?
I don't know. I can honestly say I don't even remember, but I don't. It's kind of weird to sit there and say it's already scripted and stuff like that, but I don't know. I was like, it's like Tucker's having a bad year.
Mm-hmm.
Tucker from Baltimore's having a bad year. He's having a really bad year. It's a guy that was like clutch and doesn't miss, and now he's like missing left to right. So, but okay, what's going on
here? Yeah. MC Raiders, I dropped my boxes at work just now hearing Chona said he was entertained with the Raiders, listening to the headphones. Fuck the refs. Yeah, Fred, I don't think he's ever missed 3 in a game.
Yeah, no.
I know he had his struggles in Minnesota, which is why they cut him, and when we picked him up. But it's a confidence thing. And then I know as we were talking through, I actually did a live stream with the Turf. Shout out to Turf and Jeff. We were watching the game together. But they were talking about, somebody in the chat was saying how Carlson's accuracy goes down when it's below 50 degrees or something like that. Yeah. And that's when Carlson's accuracy is like. I mean, he was in Minnesota when they had the outdoor stadium. It was before they went indoors. Yeah. So that would make sense. Yeah, I was
yeah. Makes sense. I guess.
But with that being said, how much confidence did you have that if we did kick that 49, 48, 50-yard field goal, whatever, that he would have made it?
50-50. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not
gonna lie, bro.
You know what I wanted? I just wanted the shot, that possibility of him making it. So actually take the field goal.
Yeah.
And now at this point, either he makes it or he doesn't. But now it's in the air. It's on its way.
Yeah.
It's like God himself could come down and smite it, whatever's. And if you know, you know what I mean? That's fine. I don't care. But I just wanted it. The fact that we didn't get the chance to kick it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jeff, it's your fault. New England Raiders' fault. Because you kept talking about how good Daniel Carlson is and he's our best player. And see? You hyped him up, bro. You hyped him up.
No.
But
overall, we just gotta keep telling them they suck so they can play good.
Right? I want to go out there and tell them like we're the worst fucking team now, for real. There's only one team worse than us right now.
Was that Jacksonville? Jacksonville?
Yeah, Jacksonville.
Hey, that hit on Humble yesterday was dirty.
Yeah. Oh, that was such a dirty hit, bro, by the dude from the Texans.
I was like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's dirty hit.
What's that? The second pick right now?
Yeah, second pick. Yeah. So if we would have won before we move on to more of the game, would you have been mad because it'll push us down in the draft, or would have been happy because it was the Chiefs?
I would have been happy because it's the Chiefs, and I still want to win. I don't believe on tanking or just losing on purpose.
Yeah.
I still want to win. If I could go out and win against the Chargers coming up and beat Atlanta on Monday night and beat whoever or whatever's, I'm fine with it. I still want to win. I think you still have to try to do what you got to do to get your quarterback. Either way,
right?
I
mean, either way, right? Either way,
you got to make the moves to get it.
Yeah, and we'll get to the quarterback right now. But Puro Raider says it looks like Pickens is becoming Antonio Brown 2.0. Do we take a look if they try to, if he's becoming Antonio Brown, why are we gonna take a look at him?
He's gonna last just a little bit longer than Antonio Brown. Still not play. I'm gonna still not play.
I hear you, Fear. We definitely need to look at some of these receivers because Jacoby Myers had a good game, great game. I have him on my fantasy. Shout out to Jacoby. I have Brock Bowers on my fantasy. Probably the reason I beat Amu was the fact that Brock Bowers put up 30 points.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I was happy because I'm in first, he's in second.
I saw that.
And also the fact that McCaffrey went out, because he had kept McCaffrey go out. I was that assures me to stay in first place for one more week.
And that was funny because that's who I traded McCaffrey to, was the Amu.
Yeah,
that was the one that went through and didn't get vetoed. Was the one Amu.
Yeah. But I play him. But I play him next week. So next week it'll be pretty much.
Dun. Yeah, I'm with you, Jeff. I'm a big fan of Pickens. I like Pickens. I actually do. I don't know what's going on.
I traded you for him in the other league in the.
You did, yeah, you did.
All right, now I got him and Bucky Irving from you, and Bucky's been tearing up.
You did, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Raider Ben, what's up, Ben? Welcome, brother, welcome. But you mentioned the QB dog, and shout out to Aiden O'Connell, bro.
Told you, dog. I told you.
You know what? Go ahead. Tell me again. Tell me again.
Told you. I used to always say, I just like the way he throws the ball. He's got great ball placement. He can't run with the leg because I know he can't run with the leg.
Oh, it showed. I mean, he had a little more wiggle, but when he runs, I was just like, oh, man.
Looks like he's running in slow motion.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I said, yeah. But if I always said, if you could give him some time to throw and protect them, just long enough to be able to let them receivers run the routes. I like the way he throws the ball. Like he puts it in a great place for your guy to get it.
Ball he threw to Trey Tucker was so beautiful.
Yeah,
like the where he put it. Even though the one where he puts to Jacoby Myers.
Yeah, Jacoby Myers.
That one was fucking nice where he put it. Yeah. The defender was there, but he put it only where Kobe can get it. And then that deep ball to Tucker was nice, dude.
You know what Tucker did? Wow. The beautiful thing about Tucker is that he caught him in stride.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He caught him in stride.
Yeah.
He caught him in stride. I was like, dude.
You couldn't really get there. We hadn't seen that.
Yeah,
and all we heard about was, we need to get the ball. We need to get the ball deep. And then you saw three big throws because the Kobe one, the one of Bowers for the touchdown, and then the one of Trey Tucker for the touchdown. Yeah,
that was great. And that was a big one. That was 50-something yard, 60-something yard play.
Yeah.
So and it's funny because I've been saying it. I'd rather take him over Minshew. I know Minshew's over, but the whole time I was like, I just give we know Minshew's not the guy for sure. AOC is probably not the guy too. But I want to see what we got in him as well.
But it's gonna get interesting in one that these are meaningless games, right? Mm-hmm. But just to see what is going to go out there. And I think that was the thing I was excited because I thought we were going to see more out of the offense. And then now even with Getsy gone, it looks like with Turner, you see even more out of this offense with O'Connell under center,
Yeah.
So that was definitely good to see, bro.
Yeah, that was just my thing. I just like the way that the kid throws the ball. He's got good posture. Yeah. He's got a good mechanics. He's got a great ball that he knows how to place. Mm-hmm. Now I know like I said, I know he can't move. He showed a little bit of movement, but it just looks funny. It looks funny.
There was one I was screaming when we were watching it live, and Turf was laughing, but I was like, run, right? Yeah. And then they show the replay, and there was like, I was like, yeah, he wouldn't have made it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, and that's funny because I was like, okay, but at least he didn't force it either. Yeah. And that's one thing that I said I liked about him at the end of last year. Because when we beat the Chiefs, that came down to the fact that it was all defensive. We didn't turn the ball over.
Oh, he had a way better game this time against Kansas City.
So, he threw the ball great. And so and you're talking about Kansas City's defense is good.
He definitely was the reason why we were in this game and why we almost won it. Last time it was like, oh, at least he didn't lose the game. Yeah. Well, this time, he did lose the fucking game because he fumbled. But
no, yeah, and I would have, I was pro AOC the whole time. Yeah, I say pro AOC based on what we had.
Bender said the same. I've been AOC fan since last year.
Yeah, and I'm not saying he's the savior because I'm
Mhm.
not, but I've liked the little bits and pieces that I've seen of him. Let the
Right.
kid, and we're gonna sit there. He's gonna finish out the year, but he finished out last year. You know what I mean? If he
Mhm.
finishes off good, I'm not gonna sit there and say, "Oh, he's the answer." No,
And
but
probably this is why I wish they would have started
with him, with him,
O'Connell
I
in the
think so.
beginning because at least
Yeah,
people would have seen what he was or what he can
yeah,
do. Right now, at this point in the season, it's a little more difficult, especially with the injuries.
yeah,
And we're gonna get the last part. A lot of fans don't want us to win now. You kind of
yeah,
don't want to see him do good,
yeah,
and it's gonna create such a debate now because if he does finish strong, then you are gonna be thinking about it. So, do we use that 1 or 2 pick if that's where we end up on a quarterback?
yeah.
Because you got Cam
I
and
think you
Shador.
still do.
I
I
mean,
think you.
you
I
know where
think.
I'm standing. Yeah, I'm
I
still
think you
going.
still do. I'll be
Mhm.
honest with you. I'm not sure if either of those two guys are ready to start right away.
But then that's my thing. If
You know what I mean?
we do
So,
get one of those guys, I
and
think
it's
O'Connell can be that bridge quarterback. We don't have to go out there and get a Darnold or
yeah,
whoever
no.
is out there.
I think
Yeah,
if you have the 1 and 2 pick,
yeah.
you have to take one of them too. You have
I
to.
would because I like
I think you have
me. I
to.
like fucking Shador. Yeah,
I think you have to take one of those two, but I don't
yeah.
know based off what I like. I haven't seen a lot of them either, so I can't sit there and say like, oh, But I'm just still not convinced that they are the answer.
I mean, it's hard
You know
because
what I
you
mean?
don't know. You really
Yeah,
don't know.
you
You look
don't
at the
know. So
quarterbacks that were picked. Caleb and Jaden, right, were the main two, right?
yeah,
To me, the ones that are balling is one Bo Nix. He was picked what
yeah,
12, 11, something like that.
yeah, something like that.
And then you have what's his name from New England?
Drake May.
Drake May. And Drake May was one of my favorite quarterbacks coming out.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah.
He looks good.
Drake May looks good. Yeah.
I mean, Jaden Daniels looks really good too, but you know what I mean.
Mhm.
He's struggled the last few weeks.
Well, they say he's hit that Kingsbury cliff. His
Yeah.
offense is trying to get to a certain point, and it's like,
Yeah.
Because I remember seeing that with Kyler. They were like 7-1, 6-1, or whatever, and then it was like, oh,
Yeah.
after that.
Yeah, that's true.
But
That's true.
I think Hunter's gonna go number 1 in Jacksonville. If Jacksonville
I think-
ends up with number 1, I think they are the ones who take Travis Hunter.
So you think that Jacksonville game we have later in the year that'll be for the first pick?
Yeah.
You think so?
That's the one we're gonna go to.
Yeah. I think
Mhm.
that's the one you think it'll be like for the number 1 pick.
Is the number
Yeah.
1 pick, but hey, I don't know. And the crazy part is there's still so much that we need, and I get it because we still need
Yeah.
a big receiver. We need another
Yeah, we
receiver
do.
to go with Kobe, to go with Tucker. They haven't stepped up. We have Bowers. Bowers is our tight end. Hopefully, Michael Mayer can start getting back in football form. We
Yeah.
saw a couple of times, but oh shoot, Cleveland just scored again.
Who scored?
Cleveland, it was Jerry Judy.
That helps. That helps.
Judy.
I
Yeah.
have Judy in the other league, the RNL league,
Yeah.
and I was down by 12 with him going. He was the last guy going in both our teams. So now,
Oh my God. Did you see this, Jesse?
Now I'm winning.
Jesse says, if I'm the Raiders, I trade Jacksonville for that number 1 pick. I draft Sanders and Hunter 1 and 2. Bro, I would not be mad at that at all. I'll bush it aside, dog. If we come out of that draft with Hunter and with Shador.
You give me your number 1 pick and give him the pick for.
But
the
then
rest
obviously
of our
again, we would have to have traded the years after that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Best player available. So, but it all depends who you feel is the best player. Is it going to be one of the quarterbacks? Is it going to be, to me, a better player overall would be Shador and Cam or the running back Ginger. The one from Boise, which we're going to get a better look at once these playoffs start going on. If you're not familiar with him,
Yeah, because we haven't. I mean, I've
State
seen little
linebacker.
stuff about him, but not a lot.
Yeah, that boy's putting up numbers, bro. I don't think he'll break Barry's record, but
He's
definitely up there running. But then to me, that's like so much wear and tear already from as a kid.
And I don't. He's a small dude, I think, too.
So, and there's
He's
a lot
not
of
a
running
big dude.
backs in the draft.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, even with quarterbacks, you have other quarterbacks. If you don't want the top two, depending on where they rank on people's boards, then you have Gabriel, you have the dude from Ole Miss, Jackson Dart, right? And then you have I don't like Beck, but people like Beck. You know, people like Jalen Milroe. I don't like Milroe. You know how I feel about Milroe.
Yeah, I don't like Milroe either. To be honest with you.
You know, but I mean, but it is going to stir up some shit after the game that AOC had, though, because now people were saying we don't need a quarterback. And this is what's funny about our fan base. It's one game. And this is reaction Monday, but it was one game against a really good defense. But, I mean, that's the thing with AOC. You wanted to see it more consistently, right?
Yeah.
Are we going to see it more consistently now? Because next week got Tampa.
Yeah, you got Tampa next week. And Tampa just put a licking on what you call it, right?
On who?
So, who do they play this weekend?
Who did they play? I don't even know who they played.
I don't Carolina. Was it Carolina?
Was it Carolina that they played?
I think it was Carolina.
It ended up being a pretty close game, though.
Yeah, but they were doing a lot better.
Yeah?
I'm trying to think. Let's see.
I was like, ooh. But, I mean, it's going to get crazy, bro. It's definitely going to get crazy once we get to the offseason. But
it was Carolina.
All that is, we have to wait till the season ends for multiple reasons. Number one, where do we end up, right? I know we check every week, but none of that shit matters checking every week because what matters is after week 18, right? That's where we see where we're going to be at, where we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wherever we end up, right? Second part, are they going to keep the coach? Are they going to keep AP and is he going to stay? You know, are they going to continue with him? Are they going to let Turner go? If AOC continues to play good and have good games, right? Are they going to keep him? Are they going to keep him? Or do we go out and try and find another offensive coordinator for this team? Yeah, so, I mean, it's crazy. Raider Ben has a question. He said, would y'all trade Max? Absolutely not. No. Mm-mm.
No. I wouldn't.
He's the heart and soul of this damn team. And I think at that point, you would lose the locker room if you trade a player like Max.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't think not at all. You don't trade him. Mm-hmm. That defense overall is not bad. I think if you get past the injuries, and even on this weekend with injuries, what we were able to do with those injuries, bro. You got a lot of people that were out, and that's what we talked about, the whole next man up mentality, right?
Yeah.
Well, you like it now. We got a bunch of players out, all on defense, corners, defensive linemen, safeties, whatever. You don't have your start. You don't have Epps. You don't have the corners were out this weekend. You didn't have Kuntz all year. You lost Wilkins. You lose everybody.
Right. And I know people were quick to do the whole Max thing. You want to trade, but remember we did that with Khalil.
Yeah.
We did that with Khalil, right? We traded him away. We traded away Amari for all these draft picks that was supposed to go. It is a huge return, but you also have to hit on those picks. You already know what you have in Max, and it's more than just being the player. It's the leader. It's the energy. It's the role he plays on this team. You know, like, are you going to be able to replace that with these rookies, depending on who you get? You know, and I think that for me would be the biggest risk. I wouldn't do it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do it either.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. To me, it's just like he has that part that you kind of need on that side. But I mean with
Telesco, you might those picks.
Mm-hmm.
He's always done well with drafting well. He's done a really good job. Because look at even with the guys we got this year.
Who?
You know what I mean? Glaze.
Yeah.
He's turned out really well.
The first three he hit. He got Bowers, and a lot of people criticized him for taking Bowers, right? Like, what are you taking the tight end for? We need this, we need that, we needed Fuaga.
You know what I look at it from that point is his process of thinking, right? So we were expecting a quarterback to be available at that time. So obviously we didn't.
Right.
There wasn't anybody there. So what's your next option? So his next way of thinking was, okay, let's look at the board. Who's the best player on the board? And that was Brock Bowers. So I like that he didn't reach.
Mm-hmm.
He took the best player on the board. He didn't reach.
I think at that point,
hopefully,
reaching for the DBs that were there would have been a reach because that first DB wasn't taken till like damn near after 20 something.
Yeah,
and
so that would have been. But that's something we would. That's something we would have done in the past.
Like a Fabian Washington type shit. Remember?
Yeah, you would have done some shit like that. Okay, you know, and then everybody criticizing. Oh, Bowers was still on the board at that time. Maybe he would have worked out fine. Seeing what he's doing now with us, you know what I mean. So I liked how, like, I'm gonna say, you know, I'm looking at it from a point of view of this, you know, process of thinking. It's like, okay, no quarterbacks. What's the next available player? What's the next thing we can do? How are we going to use it? How can we use it? So I liked it. You got Blowers, you got Glaze. Who's the other one? Bowers, Glaze. Who's the other pick?
You got Bowers, JPJ.
And JPJ.
JPJ.
Yeah, I mean, they've all worked out.
Yeah.
They've all worked out really well. So
real quick, just what Jay was saying is that we got to draft Shedeur Cam, meaning we need a quarterback, right? We can't pass on our QB and try to get one in the later rounds. We probably won't be in this position in a while without trading up. That was the hope. We don't want to be in this position again. If this is the position we're going to be in, this is the year it's got to be. We can't. We're like, oh, we can do this again next year. You know, like we don't want to go another 2 and what are we? 2-9, 2-10, whatever. You know, when we're 2-win team, we don't want to be another 3-4 win team. So we definitely don't want to do that.
No, and that's why when they say you get rid of AP, I was like, you got, regardless of who comes in, you got to give them a chance to build.
You do.
You got to give the guy a chance to build. If you get rid of him like that, we don't know if the next guy's going to come in and say, okay, no, this guy doesn't work. You know what I mean? And that always makes it hard.
But back to what Ben was saying, and I get it. He says with Max's, he doesn't make enough plays for me. I think he's overhyped by a lot of Raider fans because we're such a poverty fan base. And to a point, I agree with you to a point. One, because we did this with Carr. I am one of the main culprits. To me, Carr was elite. He was this because I was so used to a poverty quarterback. We never had a quarterback. You know?
We
finally had one that can hit a receiver. You know, that year he had Krabs and Cooper. I kept hoping that would repeat itself. You know, he's gonna get it back. He's gonna get it back. But with Max, to me, like, I get what you're saying because I always say this, and I've told you before, John. Like, I love Max and I love it, but to me, he's not elite yet until he starts making those plays like a TJ.
TJ,
what's his name from Cleveland?
Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett, you know, that's when he starts to meet. I don't think he's at that level yet, you know.
Oh no,
he's not elite.
I don't think so either.
Is he one of the top defensive ends? Yes. His motor, he gets double, triple team. I get all that. But to me, and I think that's what I loved about Khalil Mack, was because even at the end when you needed someone to make a play, Khalil Mack was going to make that play.
Was going to make a play, yeah.
You know, and that's the part that I'm missing. So I agree with you there, Ben. I do want to see more out of him. What up, Raider Ryan? What's going on? What's going on, brother?
No, and it was funny because I told you about it. I told you about it last week when they sent me that post on Instagram, and it has Crosby on one side and Watt on the other side, and it says "We are not the same."
Oh yeah.
And it has TJ Watt punching the ball out of one of the Raiders at the goal line. You know, and I was like, "Damn!" Like, all right, you're right.
But what's his name too? Myles Garrett said it for a reason too when he was talking about it. You know, like they really are at that different because they have that playmaker ability and key moments.
That's true.
You know, in key moments. So I get that part.
Yeah, and I get and that's what I'm saying. That when they sent me that little meme or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
It was cool because that play was at the goal line. That's when you need to make a play is at that goal line to stop that score from happening or at least limit it to a field goal.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you know, that's I couldn't even say anything. I was like, yeah, you're right.
No, and you're right, Ben. I agree with you. I know you didn't mean it in poverty, like in a bad way. I mean as far as talent. That when we have someone who's even mid, we make him elite because he's a Raider, you know?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying Max is mid by any way. To me, he's one of the top D ends, but I'm not saying he's still elite at that TJ level until he starts making those plays like that.
He's up there. But he's definitely not the top guy.
And that's the only thing I ever say about him. But I always get backlash when I say that because he's getting double, triple team. And I saw in the KC game, he was getting triple team.
Yeah, he was.
He was getting triple team. But they all do.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't like unless they're playing the Raiders, because then for some reason we don't block TJ. Or we don't block Bosa or Khalil when we play them for some reason, you know? And they just tend to come free into the quarterback. But yeah.
Yeah.
Is that fans putting out passing on camera Shador for Hunter or running back and drafting a quarterback later, which don't make sense. And I think the thing is, it just depends on how you value these quarterbacks. Some people think they're it, others don't. Like John, you just said earlier, you haven't really watched enough of Cam to say yes or no.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. See? So with me, I've watched Shador since Jackson State. To me, I've been saying for years he was it.
Yeah.
I never thought we would be in a position. I used to joke around like, oh, we're tanking for Caleb. Remember back in the day?
Yeah. For yeah, I remember. Yeah, because I haven't really seen I haven't seen either one of them, to be honest with you. Like, I don't follow, like, I know, I don't follow them like that. You know what I mean? So I haven't seen it. And the only thing I see is, I'll go look at stats and stuff like that. And obviously, stats don't always say everything. So I'll look at stats and I'll look at highlights.
How you feel they're ready,
Yeah.
And I think more than anything with Shador, I just see more, and I could tell that he's been coached and trained by 12.
Yeah.
When I see him make those plays. Does he still have areas of growth? Absolutely, bro. There's days I'm screaming like, throw it away. Why are you still trying to scramble?
Yeah.
Get rid of the damn ball,
Yeah.
And he'll get sacked for like a 7-8 yard loss. And you can't do that in the NFL.
No. And that's one of my big pet peeves when it comes to mobile quarterbacks, because they'll try to make that play and they will give you those big 9, 10, 12 yard sacks. And you're like, bro, just throw the ball away.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, Ben. Yeah, I know you do not mean it like, oh no, yeah.
I don't get it, Ben. I think you're talking shit. I was kidding, Ben. No, it's true though. It's true though, because we finally see the light at the end of the tunnel, and we're like, oh, he's the greatest thing ever. And
yeah,
and they're not.
And Jeff, where to go? He was talking about not sure if the fans know this about AOC. If he stayed in college one more year, he would have been even older. That motherfucker would have been in school long enough to have been a doctor, because he was in school for like 9 years, right?
He wasn't going to be a doctor.
And came out in 2024 draft. He would have been a top 10. I remember him at Purdue, but even then it wasn't like he was the kid lighting things up. You know what I mean?
But you know what? It would have been like, what was that quarterback that came out of Oklahoma State that one year when they had they had that receiver, his last name was Blackman or something like that. But they had that quarterback who came out that year was like an old quarterback. I forgot. I'm trying to remember his name. Yeah, I'm trying to remember his name right now. I can't really. But he came out. He came out late like that. He was an older quarterback who started his college career later in the year.
Yeah,
because a lot of these young guys are 21, 22.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Let me look at what Nix is older. Nix was older too, right?
Yeah,
he came out. Penix too. Penix is 24 or whatever.
They come out a lot older. Yeah,
they come out older, and you of course you include the COVID time, so that's why they got to stay longer. They got to stay a little bit longer. But I mean, it's not that I don't hate AOC. I was one of the one who wanted to see him before Minshew or whatever, right? I was actually excited when he was going to come back. I was excited when I was going to see him play the Rams. And if he would have finished that game, I think we would have won that fucking game. But he got hurt. So it was more back into our old ways. And then now it's like we got to see him again. And it's like, here it comes. Here comes that quarterback drama again. Because what happens if he plays good the rest of the – and it goes back to the same thing last year. That's how we ended the season, right? We played a good couple games, had a bad game, against Minnesota was one of the bad games. Yeah. And then the Chiefs won. He didn't do good, but we won that game, but he didn't have the greatest game, right? And then now we're gonna see what that's gonna look like, I guess. And to me, I want to see what it's gonna look, what he's gonna look like in this offense. Because I think this is a huge part, if we see more of 28, bro. Yeah. We finally gained 100 yards, John.
And that's the thing. That was the thing.
And to me, that's the key part. Whether
we kept saying we have to have the running game.
We have to have the running game, bro.
We have to have a running game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brandon Whedon.
Oh, Brad, I remember him. Oh, that's right. He was hella old. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, I brought him out because I was like, what the fuck is his name? I couldn't get it.
That's right. He was.
He when he was a first round pick, but he was 28 years old.
Yeah, he was 28 years old. Kind of like, what's his name out of? Was it Florida State? Winky, Chris Winky, whatever.
Yeah, something like that. He was a little
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. No, but I think it's so important for us to have that running game, though, and it showed against the Chiefs. You know, that's how we were able to. Yeah, he was like 40 years old. That dude.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the running game is, you know, we've been kind of saying it all year, and I've said it. I know we've all said it, and I know I've said it. We're the team that needs a running game. We just definitely need a running game. We don't have like that luxury not to have a running game. We don't have that passer like that. We don't have those receivers like that. Mm-hmm. We need a running game.
Dude was balding when he was drafted.
Oh my god! Because AOC is what, 25?
25, 26,
24, 25, something like that. So he would have came out okay, but not as old. He would have been like 24 because he was a rookie last year, right? So he would have came out. He would have been a rookie this year or whatever. Mm-hmm. But you know what I mean? It's like,
and I guess to me, it's just the style of quarterback. Like AOC to me, because he's a pocket passer, you need to have that big O line like the Detroit Lions.
Yes,
you need a line like that.
And that's a
line like the 49ers before all the injuries, you know?
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like it is, it is possible to do.
Yeah.
You need to be able to protect the guy. But when you have that running game like Detroit, that opens up a lot more.
Right. And look, that's what happened with us. When we were finally able to run the ball, they had to respect the play action.
Yeah.
Before you didn't. It was like, okay, whatever.
They're not gonna run the ball. We're fine.
They're not gonna run the ball. Like, what are y'all doing? He's like, Turf was so happy when Sincere got some great game time. Hell yeah, he was, bro. That is Turf's boy right there, man. Sincere McCormick. Shout out to my boy Turf, bro. He's been yelling for that dude, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, with that being said, how much of this change that we've been seeing on the offense is due to Turner?
I mean, I think it has to do a lot because it looks totally different,
right?
It looks totally different. And we you know what's funny is that we kept saying, "What's going to change?
Mm-hmm.
What's good? What is it that's going to change? It's still the same guys,
right? Right.
Something's changed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something, whether it's the scheme of it or something has changed. And that's why I always say it's important when you have a quarterback, when you have your linemen, when you bring in a coach, he's going to want his own guys.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know, to fit his system type of stuff. And that's why I hate the whole coaching carousel, because one guy comes in and he starts building his, and the next guy comes in and gets rid of all that guy, and then all that stuff. So he's doing something right. You know what I mean? Because all of a sudden we have a run game.
Yeah.
You know?
Same. I mean, it's the same line, but it's not, because now you got JPJ at center, right?
No, yeah.
Big difference. The line looks completely different with JPJ. You got Miller playing better now.
Yeah.
You know, Cole struggling in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
You got Glaze, who has stepped up, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. I was like, okay, you got young guys coming in and stepping in and doing what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and that's what I like, is that they're young. Most of those guys are young,
right?
Like JPJ and Glaze and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, that's cool. It's a young group. That's a young group you can really build from.
And I'm glad Dixon brought this up, because I was thinking the same thing. The Sincere hype reminds me of the Zamir hype last year.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, it was around the same time.
Yeah, because it was big on this. I was big on the hype, you know, because he looked good last year. At the end of last year,
yeah.
I was like, I think he might be okay, but
what I will say, he does run hard, and Ben is like, a lot of Raider fans were preaching for Sincere. I had never seen him play. All I know,
neither have I.
Turf would always talk about him because he lives in Texas, so he talked about this kid from, I think, SMU was where he went. He rushed like 1,500 yards every year for 2 years. He was a hard runner, you know, one of the best in Texas. We drafted him, but he was hurt. You know, that all he needed was a chance. And back then we had JJ. So you know me, I was a big JJ fan. I wanted to do with no Sincere, bro. Give JJ the ball. Give JJ the ball. Man. Give JJ the ball. But I did see a flash in the preseason when I saw how hard he ran. Yeah, I like that, right?
It feels like up and down.
Was when he hit that edge and he turned that corner. Yeah. I didn't know he was that fast. When he got around, I was like, oh, it can got speed too. Yeah. Like I was like,
what I like is that he hits the gaps hard. Mm-hmm. When he's trying to run, he's in there. He's trying to run, and he's hitting those gaps hard. I kind of like that because it's like I hate when they're back there dancing a lot of the time. Mm-hmm. Just give me 3 yards. You know what I mean? Just run up at the middle as hard as you can. Give me 3 yards.
Nice, Mike.
If you get it the next down and you get another 3, at that point you only need 4 more instead of 9 because you were back there moving and dancing. So I get the whole hype though about him. That is kind of similar to the Zamir one, but he looks good and he's got some speed behind him.
I will say this: no matter how hype we get about Sincere and how he finishes, it's the same way with Aiden. We still need to go get a running back, whether that be in the draft, free agent, whatever. When is ETN's contract up? I want ETN, bro. I love ETN.
He hasn't been all that great this year, though.
Well, I mean, the Jags O-line has been trash this year, bro.
But he Bigsby was doing okay for a little bit.
I mean, but we definitely still need to get a running back, no matter how we feel. For the same reason.
I'll wait for the I'll wait for the Notre Dame running back.
Oh, I met his mom, bro.
Did you?
Julian Love? Yeah, I met his mom. Yeah. Yeah, right when we were leaving, we walked to the front, and then they sang the alma mater or whatever.
Yeah.
And we were walking back, and I saw a family, and they all had Love jerseys with like a hyphen. I was like, fuck, let me ask. And then I was like, hey, y'all like Julian Love's family? She goes, yeah, that's his mama. I was like, oh, damn. I gave her a hug, shook her hand, everything.
Yeah, no, that kid runs. That kid runs good. I like that kid.
I got JJ's autograph jersey. He's one of my favorite all-time Raiders. I almost cried, literally, when letting him walk, treating him the way they did. Yeah, me too, bro. I was not happy with not getting. I wanted Josh Jacobs. I wanted to keep him. I definitely wanted him to stay. It's just something about that running back wearing 28, and that's why I keep calling him 28, bro. I don't want to say his name. I keep calling him 28. Something about when you wear 28. Even you remember that dude, Latavius Murray, L Train?
Yeah.
28. I see that. Somebody in the chat. Yep, just like Murray.
and they've always done good against the Chiefs.
And they've always done good against the Chiefs. Yeah.
Yeah, they've always done good. Because I remember
there's something about that number.
Yeah, that one year when Murray ran all over the Chiefs that one game that other year.
Well, what do you think about all the drama that's come out after the game about as far as the officiating in that last play?
Like I don't know. I was. You hear the whistle, you kind of do. They were pointing out how the official at the behind at the top of the screen is going like this. And I was like, but I don't know. They talk about I don't want to sit there and say the Chiefs get away with all kinds of shit because they do.
Say it, bro. We're Raider fans.
I don't know if they wanted to just give it to him or what, but
yeah,
it is a bad snap. You see AOC going like this the whole time. I don't know if he's trying to rush him or hurry up to get the ball.
Right.
He does turn his head.
He does.
They from going like this whole time. There is a pause. You know what I mean? And then he gets the ball. So
yeah,
I think it was just a whole mess on that one because
the rookie center, quarterback who just came back after injury, right? Doesn't have that match. Loud as hell in KC.
That chemistry, yeah.
But do you blame AP for not kicking it at that point?
Well, how much time was it? Like 15 seconds?
15 seconds.
Man, I don't know. I don't even know because knowing us, we would have made it. We would have kicked the ball off. The guy would have run it back to the 50. Give me
12 seconds, right? I was thinking 12 seconds. Yeah.
and it's like I get what he was trying to do. I don't agree or disagree with it.
Yeah.
But I was like, because I was, you know what? Okay, I understand why he was doing it, to give them less time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because if the way that fucking, it's just weird and shit how Kansas City could have like 2 seconds and still go 99 yards.
Yeah. See,
You know
in
what
my
I mean?
mind, it was like at 15, even though it's 15 seconds, I didn't think it was time to kick. We spiked it. The clock was thought we had time, right?
Yeah.
It was an error. He called for the ball. They tapped him.
They tapped.
Like, I get that. But I also understand trying to either one, get more yards or get more time off the clock. You know? Whether you throw it quick, get out of bounds, you get another 6-7 seconds off the clock.
Yeah.
Then you go ahead and you do it. But I will still stick to this. I was probably like 20% confident that Carlson was even going to nail that.
Yeah, we don't know because it was it was close to a 50-yarder, right? It was close to a 50-yarder.
We outplayed them that entire game, and the one guy who we had said was like the only shining part on our team, and he was the one who was off that day.
Yeah. And like I said, it's just like he would have if he would have made it, you still had 3 seconds left. I still would have been like, man.
Yeah,
I would have just been like,
because
you at that point you kick it all. Say you even kick it all the way back. You kick it out of the end zone. They start at the 30, right? 15. You got what? You got 12 seconds. There's still 12 seconds. You know what I mean?
12 seconds stuck out to me.
Yeah, at that point you still have about 12 to.
And what's the one thing we all say? You never leave Mahomes with any time on the clock.
And it's just one of the things where, say he makes it, you're up by what? At that point you would have been up by only one. A field goal still beats you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And they have their field goal kicker, right?
Yeah.
Who's making them? Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you start at the 30 at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We know he can make that throw to the other 40-yard line.
He's like, now that I've had time to reflect, I can be upset about the call at the end. We blew it earlier in the game, missing 3 field goals. Yeah. So it's our own fault. We lost.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. We like to sit there and say they messed it up at the end, but missing those field goals that was key.
That was really huge, key. Bro.
Yeah,
huge.
That's key because you take advantage of all you get all the points you can get.
Mm.
And at that point, we don't know what would have happened. We probably could have won. Or he throws the ball, we do a pass interference for some reason. That's our luck. That's our luck. That's our luck too. It'll be
but I mean, I just say we lost. I know I sent to my uncles and all them like, oh, you guys cheat. I just love busting their balls about how there's so many videos about how they're the refs favor them or whatever. Right? I just but I mean, we beat ourselves. We did.
Play. You see it so clear since last year.
Yeah,
those calls. And I was like, man. You guys are just.
Adams is stuck with the 3-9 record. Oh my god, that was hilarious. When I saw Rodgers get picked off by the defensive lineman and then they ran it back, I was like,
for the pick six.
That's what you get.
he had what are they were talking about him and he had like 5 catches or 4 catches for like 50 yards or something like that.
Yeah, he had something because I got like over 10 points for him. It was like 12, 15 points for him. It wasn't that much, but yeah.
Yeah, I was laughing because I was like, you still ended up right where you belong, buddy.
That's facts, Chef. Bowers is the man and will be the main focal point for years to come. That's for sure. Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
and I'm curious to see because I remember last year I was screaming when O'Connell. Remember that one game where Michael Mayer went off, and because O'Connell kept hitting Michael Mayer using his tight end.
Yeah.
Now imagine him being able to do that this year with a player like Bowers. And we love Mayer, but we know Bowers is just on a whole nother fucking level.
Yeah,
he was in college. He was on a whole other level in college.
Yeah, he's a whole different beast. But if you get him, you get the tight, you get Mayer going, and even Jacoby Myers.
Yeah.
Or if you pick up a bigger wide receiver, that's a nice little trio right there.
He's Ben's Tim Brown, bro, because he's a Georgia. He's that Bowers went from my favorite team to my favorite team. That's like us.
But Tim Brown going from Notre Dame to the Raiders.
Yeah, right? He said Devontae drops more balls than puberty.
That's a good one, Dixon.
I like that one. Oh man, I never thought I would hate this dude. I really didn't. I figured maybe he would leave after the season.
Yeah,
But it's the way it went down, the way he lied to me on TV.
you know what I hated is that he was in New York the day after when Rogers was having his little.
I think that's what threw me over the edge. I was cool.
I was like, man.
But when he popped up behind him on that show, I was like,
Yeah.
these motherfuckers.
Hey, when I saw that, I was like, oh, you know.
Yeah. Like, I see what's going on over here.
That was horrible.
That was bad. At that point, it was bad. But I'm glad that they're struggling. I didn't want him to succeed over there.
Yeah,
I did. And normally I do. Like with Jacob, I want to see Jacobs play good in Green Bay. You know, I want Green Bay to go on a run. They have a good line. They have love. You know, so I want to do good over there. You know,
yeah.
I wouldn't be mad if they were the ones who beat Detroit. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, Jacob. As long as for me right now, as long as it ain't anybody from the AFC West.
Right. Yeah. Which next Sunday is a showdown, bro.
Next Sunday, who is it? Oh, the Sunday night, huh?
Chargers, yeah, Sunday night, yeah.
The way you know how I am is like nobody from the division is allowed to win but me. You know what I mean? Right. And then I throw into that makes the 49ers and the Steelers.
Right.
And the rest is kind of like whatever.
I don't know. I don't even know why you don't like the 49ers. We ain't from the Bay, we're from LA.
It's just the team the other side of the river, dog. You know what I mean? It's just, it's the team from the other side is how I see it.
It's the team from the other side.
it's like, it's just, I know it's a Northern Cal thing, but between them there's always been that little rivalry and stuff like that.
I hate the Buffalo Bills more than I hate the 49ers, bro.
The Bills. I mean, I know the Bills because they used to beat us in the playoffs in the 90s and stuff like that.
Yep. In my era, they were the ones who whooped us all the time.
Yeah, but I kind of wanted the Bills to win just because I didn't want to see the 49ers or Dallas win either.
Yeah, well, Dallas. In the 90s, I wasn't too. Yeah, who did I used to cheer for between them two?
I think
the Cowboys during that little rivalry. Yeah,
I couldn't stand the Cowboys and shit. So whatever.
No,
I was never. Well,
I think that's
if I had to pick between the Cowboys and the 49ers, it'd be the Cowboys.
Yeah.
I just didn't like either one of them. I like Deion.
Meek. I love a Meek Robinson, bro.
Yeah, I like Deion, but I used to like him when he was in Atlanta. Bro, there ain't no
elotero outside the stadium, bro. Where you been to you ain't been at Legion Field? There ain't no elotero out there. You must be talking about SoFi.
SoFi has the corn and
SoFi's got the hot dogs and
the corn dog and the hot dog people.
Yeah, they don't have that outside of Allegiant.
Yeah, you know what? Allegiant does have I've seen the hot dog people. I've seen the hot dog people after the soccer games.
Really? I've never seen them after the soccer games.
So last year when I went to that, was it last year or early this year? Well, never.
Yeah,
it was that when USA beat Mexico in that 3-0 on that semifinal.
Yeah.
When we all left, they were lined up. The hot dog people carts were lined up.
Right, that makes sense.
That makes sense though because of the football.
Yeah, right now that he said that, I was like, wait, I've never seen them after the Raider game.
I have seen them at after soccer games because even when America played out there, after soccer games. I've never seen them after football games, but soccer games, yes.
Speaking of America, Thursday semifinal against La Máquina, against Cruz Azul.
I need to hit up MC Raider to let him know he's okay.
With all the anti-Americanistas out there, bro.
I love it, and I was like, it's funny because when we beat them, I was like, hell yeah.
Knicks just got picked off.
Mm-hmm. Who?
Knicks. I'm local to Oakland Boosters, so I'm surrounded by. See, and I never was, Ben. I wasn't. I mean, I knew there was a rivalry because of the Bay, but I hadn't experienced it until I started going to Oakland. When I started going up to Oakland, I would see it. Even when we would go take like trips to San Francisco to eat at the wharf or whatever, because we would be all raided out, you would hear people like talking shit driving by or whatever. And I was like, damn, that shit's real up here.
Well, you know what? The reason I didn't like them was because there was people around that when I was younger that were 49er fans. There was quite a bit of 49er fans that I knew. I was like, man, I didn't like the 49ers, so obviously. So I was like, man.
Well, then that came after, though, because that's when LA didn't have a team. So then people were like, you know,
because I was in like the
Yeah.
early 90s. It was like in the
Mhm.
early 90s. Yeah, they were like, oh, yeah, 49ers. Oh, man, I don't like the.
I will agree with Ben on that they are a bandwagon even down here, because I remember during that Super Bowl that weekend I saw them everywhere, John. And
For the
before
Super
then,
Bowl?
I kid you not, yeah, I saw 49ers, and before that, I only saw like 4 or 5 that I knew. But like that Super Bowl week, they were everywhere.
You know what? Out here for Super Bowl week, there were two in that 2 weeks prior to that for that
Mhm.
they had that NFC Championship game.
Yeah.
They were. You saw a lot of them, and I was interested. I was kind of like, that's
Mhm.
interesting. There's so many of you guys out here. And
Well,
for that,
shoot,
I mean,
Jeff, they might
Super
stop
Bowl.
in Vegas too. When John went, there were a bunch of fights on.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We went to
You
that.
went this year at Allegiant, yeah.
I went to the preseason game this
preseason
year, and there was a
Yeah.
lot of fucking. I was like, damn,
Mhm.
okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's quite a bit, but a lot of them do fall off. You
This
know,
guy. Tenía que ser.
okay.
No wonder he's talking about eloteros and hot dogs. He's a Niner fan. Mhm. That makes sense. Like now it all makes sense now.
Right.
Elote. But no, yeah, bro. It's I didn't think about that. So afterwards when he said it. But I don't know what happened to this Denver defense or the Browns defense, but it's 31-25, dude.
Yeah,
I
well,
really hope
I mean-
the Browns are about to go.
But you
do this.
can say the same thing about both, because even Denver's put up 20. Cleveland's put up 25.
Yeah.
You know, and Denver's defense is giving up a lot.
Right?
So, to Denver defense, Jared Judy has 202 yards.
202?
Jared Judy has 202 yards on 7 receptions and a touchdown.
Yeah, that's crazy. He tried to go deep to him again right now, but Ward intercepted it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, Ward intercepted it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't always smash. That's what we're just talking about. They don't always smash on the Raiders. It's
They
pretty
fucking-
even, right? Yeah,
Talk
you know,
about
they
a-
only have one more win. And the Niners only have one more win in the series, which is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just that era where he grew up and he was like, oh,
Yeah. Hey, what do you think about crab legs? Jameis.
Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a gunslinger, that's for sure.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, he's a gunslinger. So I knew they were going to be better off with him than with what's his name? What's his name?
Mhm.
Fucking Watson.
Watson.
This one likes to throw the
Man,
ball.
the fall of Deshaun Watson, bro, is crazy to me.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get all kinds of charges for fucking.
Yeah, he was so elite, dude.
Yeah,
He was so elite. What did he say? Battle of the Big got toured by a third-string quarterback. Didn't we like whoop on them?
Oh, that's right. But
Carr, like in his rookie year, and Mac, didn't we like whoop on them and beat Kaepernick and made them cry and shit? Yeah, but yeah, I would take Winston. Winston was pretty cool.
yeah, Winston was good.
I just like how funny he is, bro. I would like him for the media.
You know what?
Stuff
Yeah, I was just thinking about it. Fucking Judy is a revenge game for him.
It is.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what. No wonder he's going all out right now. Over 200 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked out for me. It worked out for me in that fantasy league because he's got 35 points in fantasy.
Judy went to Centennial?
To Centennial in California?
Yeah. Did he?
Well, I don't know. I know there's multiple Centennials though.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised though. Centennial's always had good
I know, right, Dixon? This is the worst year for Niner fans to come out and talk. And it was funny because we made those videos on Instagram or whatever. And then one Niner fan was getting trash talk because he was on my page talking smack. The dude's been quiet. I don't think he's even showing up. Where is he? Where'd he go? After that shellacking they took, bro, on Sunday night. Oh my god.
Nah, Jared Judy's from Florida though.
From Florida? Oh.
Yeah.
Surtain's good, bro.
Surtain's good.
He's too good.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
He's aight.
Aight.
But yeah, man, I was cool with this game. I'm not too mad about it. I mean, I wish we would have beat them because it's the Chief. I hate them.
Yeah.
I really, really, really hate them. But I mean, now it's just on to the next one. We got Tampa next. The quarterback that I wanted us to get, Baker, but obviously he wasn't going to come because we didn't have the.
Oh, that's going to be an early game. That's going to be an early game too, huh? Like a 10 a.m.
It's going to be an early game. It's on the East Coast. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's true.
And then after that is the Atlanta Monday night game, right?
Yeah.
Are you going to go?
I don't know. I kind of wanted to go, but I'm debating it.
Yeah.
Debating it.
Yeah.
I'm debating that one right now. We'll see.
But I mean,
I don't know because, you know what I would like to do is if how we're big Notre Dame fans.
Yeah.
That second round of games, one of those games could be in Pasadena, or in Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, bro, if Notre Dame can.
I would not mind going to the Rose Bowl to watch that game, bro.
Yeah, I was like, if Notre Dame makes it to Phoenix, or the championship game's in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's too far.
Yeah, so the championship game's in Atlanta. No, but I'm saying so that means the other New Year's 6 games, because usually that's how they do it.
Yeah,
that means that the semifinal games and all that will be in the other New Year's 6 spots.
Yeah,
and the Phoenix, the Rose Bowl are part of that. I was like, dude, if Notre Dame's in the right position to be able to go to one of those,
I see them in Glendale and Phoenix.
Yeah, that's when I got COVID.
Yeah, when you had COVID, remember?
That's when I got COVID. Yeah, I remember that. I wanted to go to that.
Against Oklahoma State, all the orange.
Yeah,
the dudes, freaking all the Oklahoma State people were there.
Yeah, so I wouldn't mind going back to. I wouldn't mind going to Glendale.
Cleveland,
huh?
Touchdown, Cleveland, bro.
Damn.
They're about to go up by one. By one. That dude has 4. I was about to say he has 4 touchdowns, dude.
Yeah. 446 yards passing.
That is crazy. That'll be dope if we can go out there and see the bowl game. I'm definitely looking forward to see if they make it to Pasadena. I'm gonna try and go. Phoenix, también, it's a possibility, but Pasadena.
Well, either one of them is like an equal distance to me. So if they can make it to either one of those, based on where they land on that, on that table,
you're gonna have to break the piggy bank for that one, bro.
Yeah, I would like to go to that. And that's why I'm hesitant on doing the other one because
yep.
You know what I mean? New Year's 6 bowl game.
Yeah,
That'd be dope. I mean, I wouldn't go to the national championship because that's a little further away. You know what I mean? It's a lot more money, but if I could hit something up like a New Year's 6 game in Pasadena or Glendale, I wouldn't mind that at all. So we'll see. Then for on 6, they're in Miami next year. So
yeah, we got to do that one.
That's that first game of the year.
Yeah.
So.
But
yeah, no, I didn't mind this week's game. Like I said, I always want them to win. Period. So
neither. I always want them to win. I'm not so like, oh, this is gonna be a long season. We got what? How many games left?
Was it 4, 5?
4 or 5 games left? Yeah.
Yeah, because we got
Tampa, we got
Atlanta, Jacksonville,
New
and then the Chargers.
New Orleans, and then the Chargers. Yeah,
so 5 games. Yeah, 5 games. Yeah.
Can we at least win one of those and not ruin our draft positions? I don't want to lose 13 in a row. Oh no, I don't want to do that.
Can we set the record against New Orleans and beat them?
Oh, against Carr? Yeah.
That'd be good.
Anyways, looking more and more like the Raiders will possibly be coming here to New England this year. Yeah, because then you end up playing the positions. Remember? So that'll be that would be cool to go to New England, kick it with Jeff up there in his bar and stuff.
Oh, dude, I love the whole going out to the East Coast games and shit like that.
Yeah, it just can't be too cold, bro. We're from California. We're from California. Chicago. That wind chill is nasty, bro. Off the lakes.
Oh yeah.
That's some nasty.
Because we're like we were talking. We're also in Philly and Washington next year.
Philly and Washington were the other ones too. Yeah.
So that'd be nice to do. do like
5th in December, you guys. Yeah, 5th of December. I don't know. We'll have to see about that one.
You know what? I'd still go. I'd still go to.
You would? You know I would. I'll bundle up, bro.
Dude, if we, I would have. I want to say I would have loved, but a game in Buffalo like the way it looks. You know what I mean? That I think that'd be an experience.
I always wanted to do one of those, bro.
It's probably not the ideal experience. I get
you
it.
Could go prepared. Now they have like the stuff you wear under that's got like heated inside it and stuff. Like,
yeah, they do.
Fine now, you know?
Yeah, so I wouldn't mind going to that for just the experience. That's why I said
it ain't like we're gonna be out there shoveling the snow or anything.
Yeah. Jeez. Like if you go out there to New England like that, I wouldn't mind. Philly, Washington.
Philly like that too.
Yeah, yeah, Philly. Like I would like to go.
We
to
definitely got to
like
make a trip out to the East Coast to check that out. But if it's New England, I'd be down. I'm down. Especially because they got Jeff and his booster club out there.
Yeah, that'll be good. That'll definitely be good to do. That's something we can plan and think about.
Right.
Hopefully they do.
Yeah. And then the draft in Green Bay. I'm going to be going.
Oh yeah.
Got to go make sure we don't fuck it up, eh?
That's what in April.
Yeah.
That's what in April.
Yeah. So it's not that bad in April.
I need to hit that up. Too. I didn't go.
Well, we went to Detroit last year. Detroit was fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta do that. Cool. I gotta hit up the draft because the one when we were out here for the draft, that shit was cool.
Yeah. When you guys yelled at me because we were inside and the party was outdoors.
Yeah, you were holding all the information. Go like, oh yeah, Ice Cube's in the bag. What the hell, man? What are we doing over here?
But yeah, dog, either way, I'll see you in a couple weeks for the Jacksonville game.
Yeah.
Now we can go and see if we can get some club seats.
Get something dope.
Since the prices are going down right now, you know. Because I tell you what, if we get our quarterback, you know those ticket prices are gonna go back up, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Mm-hmm. I need to get those season tickets. Like it starts, you know.
Yeah, we need to work on that too with the whole contract thing, dude.
Yeah, we gotta get those season tickets because that'll make it cheaper.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
But all right, doggy.
All right, man.
Cool. Good game. We'll see. What do I got? Tomorrow I'm on with Rundown, and then Wednesday we do the Raider Connection with homeboy Jeff, Jay, and the homie Las Vegas Raiders. So definitely thank you all for tuning in. Appreciate y'all so much. And I will see y'all later on this week, fellas. Peace out.
All right, name deuces, guys.
Just win, baby. Look, check it out. All black with a hoodie, snapback with a snap on. Long white socks, me mugging like I'm King Kong. With them all black Chuck Taylors. West side and this bitch yelling Raiders. Thuggin', cause we know with it. Motherfuckers like y'all suck, but we don't give a fuck, nigga. We deal with it. Y'all jacking, getting nigga fucked up with the quickness. Parking lot squabbles, giving nigga the business. Shh, quiet. The fuck you mean? We yelling Raiders, bitch. Like fuck your team, you wanna talk your shit. Get sad like Scream Stadium, take off, nigga. Homicide scene. Oakland to LA, LA to Oakland, Las Vegas, Sin City, steady smoking. Raiders looking to get another ring like fuck y'all haters, nigga. Yeah, know I mean, we yelling Raiders, bitch. Y'all know what's up, like Raiders, bitch. With their two niggas up like Raiders, bitch. I show no love like Raiders, bitch. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. Raiders, bitch. Y'all know what's up, like Raiders, bitch. With their two niggas up like Raiders, bitch. I show no love like Raiders, bitch. Nigga, we don't give a fuck.
With so much drama in the big LV, it's kinda hard being Yaya or end up C, but I somehow, some ways keep dropping these Raider hits like every single day. May I sip on this Henny while these haters pay attention and my name stay bitchin'. I'ma stay G'd up like a silver feed up and tucked as a burner just in case it eats up. But I'm humble, 10 toes down to never stumble. Keep doing Raider music, imitate and never double. It's like everywhere we go, it's like the same old shit. Here Raiders just suck, y'all can suck my dick. It's a nation just to prove, no need to consume, win, lose, or tie. Raider Nation keep moving, top to the bottom, bottom to the top. It's Raider Nation all day till the casket drop.
We yelling Raiders, bitch. Y'all know what's up, like Raiders, bitch. With their two niggas up like Raiders, bitch. I show no love like Raiders, bitch. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. Raiders, bitch. Y'all know what's up, like Raiders, bitch. Wishing you niggas up like Raiders, bitch. I show no love like Raiders, bitch. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. Welcome in this bitch like nigga, what's happening? With some whiskey in my cup, turned up, Raider Nation hella active. Watch what you say, watch the yapping, nigga, don't get your ass kicked. We bout that action, I'm a goofy nigga, but I ain't no goofy nigga. Fuck around and find out, hit you with a two-piece nigga. Everybody knows me, soon as I hit the scene. They like, Raiders, bitch, nigga, fuck your team. Champions Club, I am the one. VIP access, we do what can't be done. I do what I do, nigga, that's on the daily. Talking hella shit, give a fuck if they hate me. Only one nation, Raider Nation, and it's evident. Any other nation is irrelevant. Commitment to excellence, just win, babies, what we telling them. Shout out to the nation, you know I had to represent. We yelling Raiders, bitch. Y'all know what's up, like Raiders, bitch. Wicked two niggas up, like Raiders, bitch. I show no love, like Raiders, bitch. Nigga, we don't give a fuck. Raiders, bitch. Y'all know what's up, like Raiders, bitch. Wicked two niggas up, like Raiders, bitch. I show no love, like Raiders, bitch. Nigga, we don't give a fuck.